Good job, guys.
Thank you.
I love college.
All right, guys. So let's talk about this Mawa football team for a second here. So Mawa's going to be taking on the 5-2 Paramus
Yeah.
Spartans tonight, and this team is definitely something that we want to watch here. Mawa, they've been doing nothing but great things tonight, and we will be right back.
Yeah.
That it's like still on the bleachers.
Ew, my shat.
We'd like to introduce Jack Ellison to help commentate in the second half.
My body here, but you gotta have some limitation.
Wait, what should I say? What should I say? What do I say?
You could say,
Oh, well, yeah, that's kind of helpful.
Would you say hi, Claire?
faculty and
Because
student
now
are
she's
taking
coming up.
field.
Faculty and student are taking the field again.
I'm just
You know, don't, because you might start it early.
Oh, is that right?
I don't know, because Raph's the one who told me to go with 8
Can you
minutes.
start like screaming when there's like really good plays?
It's gonna be so hard. Clap.
Isn't that what we want?
For
It's
the
Thunderball,
Thunderball
get it,
game.
our theme?
Who takes the opening kickoff here? The faculty?
Wait, the view from here is nice.
You should look up.
We are returning here for the second half of play here. 1-0 Mawa as we are now in the second half. And
Yes, sir.
Very interesting game here. You know, let's get our takeaways here. Who has been one of the better players in this matchup tonight?
Alright, so my standout so far, Jack Carbone, he's been making some solid plays. So has Mr. Zaputsky. He's been physical and, you know, he's been keeping this game close. This game could be easily 2-3 nothing students. And there's been some players on the faculty that have just been keeping it close, I guess.
Yep.
As
And
Jake Stark takes it downfield, blocked.
I think one of the more competitive teachers that we've seen so far has probably been, if I had to be honest, I think we've seen a lot of action here from Mr. Jaleel, and he's been doing really good so far, especially on a lot of pressure here from the team. And here comes the penalty kick from what looks like to be Kyle Colucci.
They're going to take their goalie out.
Maybe looking for a header to get ahead to.
Saputsky lined up on the right side of the net. That's a very interesting strategy here we see from the teachers. That's a great kick right there, as that's going to be laid out right in front. And Bobby Politis is going to pass it out to Stark.
They don't have any goalie, the students, so got to be careful here.
Aronson is going to dish it out to Prom. Prom, going to send it out all the way to Calvis with a great header there. And
Taken
here's
back by Franco with the header.
Calvin's
Going back and forth.
for the faculty. Franco recovers.
Colucci.
Looking towards the middle, he's got Stark.
Oh!
Colucci with a
Nice
great
fake.
move on Jandoli,
Hits
and
the
that's
middle.
going to be sent out right to
Gill.
Smart Gill.
It's cleared by the faculty as the students reset.
And here's Prom. Prom's going to dish it out to Politis. Politis, who's going to find the open spot through Bakelman and Heneo. And
To
here
check Stark.
is Stark. Stark's going to dish it out, but a great deny from Rice. And that
Takes
is
it to Bakelman. Pass
Bakelman.
to Calvez.
Calvin's to the middle, recovered by Franco, who clears to Colucci. He's got options in the middle.
Colucci's going to take it down to the 30. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, no, what a
Saves
save.
it.
Jandoli marks him to Bobby.
Oh, that one looks like it hurt.
It's going to be a throw for the students.
We'll be right back.
All right, let's go. Normal with the ball to Carbone. Clear toward the middle for the faculty.
And here is Franco. Franco's going to be giving it to Andrew. Andrew's going to give it to Param. And Param's going to find Ceriti.
Oh, pressure on the faculty. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds.
And we have Mr. Doris in the stands with us tonight. Mr. Doris has been very famous for, you know, our being in the booth with us, and we've had a lot of great times with him, you know.
Yep. It's Bakelman with a small kick. It's Saputsky.
Saputsky with a very interesting header trying to bury it in the back of the net
That is
there.
the closest that they've got to a goal.
And here's Aronson. Aronson's going to dish it out all the way. That's a great dunk here, but it's going to be taken by Gregson. Gregson is going to be blocked here. Here's Stark, and we have a whistle here. It looks like it's going to be a handball.
That's Gregson, right?
Jake Stark having a great game here tonight
Yeah.
for the students team. So what are your thoughts on it?
So,
Chase?
you know, Jake Stark, he's been putting some pressure on. Obviously, he's been physical, but
I'm tired
as normal, takes it. Nick Mule is going to throw it like a baseball player. Intercepted almost.
And here's going to be the
Ryan
take here.
Matthews.
Ryan Matthews trying to find the open man here. And then
He's
here's
going to try to find the middle, man.
Here's Carbone.
Carbone with the ball.
And that's going to be a save here from Jaleel. And Jaleel's going to hold the ball here as he's going to try and find the open man.
He rolls it out to Miss Londonio.
Londano trying to give it out to Bakelman. And,
Long leg kick.
and one teacher that we were really hyping about today was Samuel Costa. He was with us on our podcast last year.
I think he got subbed out because I haven't seen him yet. So
Yeah.
maybe it's got replaced.
Maybe we'll see him later, but we definitely want to see him. We had him on our podcast after Argentina won the World Cup, so we
Yeah.
definitely want to see something like that.
Handball by McCabe, not called.
McCabe, that's an interesting play right there. Here's McCabe who's going to take it back here. And Politis with the steal, and it's going to be sent out. Here's Stark with the ball. And it's going to be...
Oh.
Gregson's going to fall, and here's an opportunity. Stark with a shot. Matthews, he scores! Ryan Matthews with a beautiful shot off the assist from Jake Stark. And that's going to be a 2-0 game here for the students. What a play there. And what are your thoughts on that goal there?
That was a great play. A steal and then the finish by Ryan Matthews. That was a great goal, great execution by the students.
That was a great goal, great play in there. And what a steal there. And we would like to talk about this. Was that the problem? Was the main issue there from Gregson, or was that just good offense from the Mawa students team?
It was not a great play by Mr. Gregson, but it was the better execution definitely by the students.
Definitely, and that's what we want to see there from this team. And we'll be right back. And we are now back here, 2-0 here. And we are now back here with Andrew. Andrew's going to hold possession of the ball, and he's going to try and find somebody. As he's telling the team to go deep here. Are they going to be making a play? And here's the ball.
Kicked out. Mr. McCabe getting physical with the student.
Yeah.
Kicked out of bounds.
That's interesting. We can't tell who's out there, but you know what? The student team just keeps on rolling through.
Yeah.
Here's Henriquez with the ball with a nice throw here from Bobby Politis.
Light kick.
Towards the center.
Oh.
And Samar Gill,
With Mr. Normoil.
he's been doing
Take
really
it back
good.
out.
As he's been playing very nicely for this Mawa JV.
Ryan Matthews takes it to Zaputsky. That's a steal.
Saputsky battling with Param here, and that's going to be a win here from Saputsky as this. The teacher team, if they want a chance at winning this, they need to generate something here. And it looks like they pushed that middle. And Bagelman trying to get the shot off, and that's going to be an interesting player from Haneo after
Bobby Politis
absolutely
takes it off.
trucking Nick Franco there. I don't know. Hold on, and here's Mr. Jandoli getting physical now. These teachers do not care about the disciplinary actions
they're trying to
here
win, man.
at Mawa High School anymore. This is anyone's game here, and the rules do not apply anymore. As we are now approaching 12 minutes remaining in this quarter.
Trying to center it.
Carbone trying to save the
Takes
ball.
it back.
And here's Carbone sending it out.
And
It's going to be... There's Mr. Jaleel. He's going to try and tell this team to go long here. As we have Mr. Rice sitting on the right side of the field, wide open. Nobody's there. He could sit there for decades and nobody's going to get to him. That's how open he is.
Jaleel.
Serini with the kick
Oh.
back to his own goalie, but
Nick
it's going to be
Millet.
recovered by Nick Millet. Here's Millet.
Rolled out to Charlie Cirillo. Nope.
Mark Aronson.
Mark Aronson. Pressure by Miss Bakelman.
And here is
Intercepted by Cody.
Cody is going to dish it out.
Sapolsky.
Spatsky, and now it's going to be taken here from McCabe, and it's going to be taken by Carbone, and Sapotsky. Oh, hits his arm.
It's going to be an odd man rush.
And here's Pierce Henriquez. Could he save the ball? And he's not going to save it in time.
Is that in?
That looks like that was out. I don't know. We're going to get an official review here from Mr. Fuchs, and he's going to be calling it out as there will be a goal kick here for the teachers team. This has just been a pretty solid game.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All around. As we're going to be approaching the 11-minute mark of the game. And stick around on our Instagram and YouTube channel where we see some interesting interviews from our freshman, Jason Weintraub. And we had our cameraman today, Devin Shea, who did, I would say, a pretty good job.
Yep.
And here's the teachers team. And here is McCabe. McCabe is going to try and find an option as Jake Stark pressures him. And here is, that's going to be taken out as
Miss Bakelman
Mr.
with
Schultz,
the
the
move.
soccer coach, is going to be taking it. And
Intercepted.
we are going to be right back. Oh! That's going to be a whiff here. That's going to be a rough. There's a player right there.
There we go. We're good. Just a touch.
And here come the students here. And here's Pierce Henriquez with the ball. Pierce Henriquez is going to be, and it's going to be intercepted by Mr. Saputsky here as he's trying to find an option. But let me tell you something about this student team. The defense from the student team has been crazy,
phenomenal,
especially from Gil here. And his own coach is going to be pressuring him. But here's Ryan Matthews. Ryan Matthews is getting ready for the basketball season. And he's going to have a great move here, trying to find an option. Calvez kicking it out. And that's going to be a corner kick here for the Birds. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the game. And here's Param, who's going to be taking the corner. And Param trying to find an option here, as he's just going to kick it out right away.
Right to Mr. Jaleel.
But it looks like the referee has changed his mind, and this is now going to be a goal kick for the teachers team.
So the faculty is running out of time, so they need to get something brewing real quick. So Mr. Jaleel takes it out to center field. Saputsky.
And Saputsky. And Colucci's going to have the ball. And
Cody will take it.
Bobby Politis now trying to pressure Cody. And here, Mr. Gregson. Mr. Gregson has just been whiffing on everything today. And, and speaking of whiffing, there's Mr. Jaleel, who's going to just, I don't know, maybe it's some Evan Ingram type stuff where they have butterfingers or something.
Yeah.
This is just not good for this team. As maybe I jinxed it or something, but it's just not been going well for this faculty team tonight. Oh. Here's Senor Frankel. Frankel with the ball, who's going to be giving it to Calvez, and Calvez is going to kick this one out. And here's the kick here all the way to Ryan Matthews. Matthews trying to find a play here, and Jake Stark, who's going to have the ball. Jake Stark is going to be trying to find an interesting way here, but Ryan Matthews is going to rush the ball. It's a battle, and that's going to be out, and Mr. Jaleel is going to take it from Matthews. And he's just going to send it out right to Coach Schultz. Coach Schultz is the high school coach of the Mawa varsity soccer team. And they're going to call that out, and that's going to be very interesting here. Here's Saputsky. Saputsky trying to find an open man, and he's going to try and find Normal, but that's going to be kicked out by Param. Almost taking out our SGA advisor, Mrs. Brownie. You know, you want to know something crazy? How long she's been here? When Miss Brown was my teacher, she was Miss Pisa. So that's very interesting to see that. You know, how fast time goes. So we have Mr. Gregson here, Mr. Nafaro, excuse me, and here is Normal trying to find it. But here's Aronson. Aronson going to try and find Carbone. Carbone.
He just says.
And Jaleel's going to catch it, and there's another whiff! There was an opportunity. There was an opportunity there for the team, but it looks like they're not going to get anything
Great
going.
save by Jaleel, though.
Definitely great save by Jaleel.
No, it's not a free kick. He just has possession. He
And here's the team as they're going to be trying to find an opportunity
kick
here.
by Jaleel to Mr. Jandoli.
Jandoli trying to find a play here.
Out of bounds.
And that's going to be out of bounds. Jandoli is just, we had a little talk with Jandoli. He was talking a lot of smack earlier, saying about, how he thought the team was going to come out strong. I don't know. This teacher team, the students team's definitely proving them wrong here, as we have about 6 minutes to play left in this game. And it is 2-0 students here. Nick Moulet is going to have the ball, and he's going to try and find an opportunity here. So, Chase, take it away for us.
Yeah, no, I mean, Nick Moulet, all the Mawa defense has been doing great. They've allowed this faculty team, which has talked a lot of trash, to, 0 goals. So there's been a lot of risks, though, on the faculty team. So I'm not surprised that they haven't scored any goals, but I thought it would be more competitive on the offensive side for them.
Definitely. And we have and like we said earlier, the Mawa Thunderbirds and the Paramus Spartans are going to be playing later tonight. So that's going to be at Paramus High School. That game is unfortunately not going to be live streamed by us tonight, but do check that out, as we will be broadcasting the Mawa Thunderbirds versus Dumont Bears high school game, where that will be senior night for the people. And we have Mr. Saputsky, Mr. Jankowski here in the booth. Mr. Jankowski, welcome to the broadcast. How are we doing today?
Not too bad. How's the broadcast going here, fellas?
Going pretty good. We have a 2-0 game here. So, Mr. Saputsky, we've been watching this so far. And who do we think has been one of the better teachers so far tonight?
Definitely effort-wise, Cullity. I know Cullity's playing with a little neck issue, so to come out and support the team was kind of big. Obviously, Mr. Sabutsky is dominating on the teacher side for sure. Also surprised with Mr. Jalil behind goal, in front of goal, whatever. He has an interesting strategy of popping the ball up to himself instead of just catching it, which is kind of funny. But also, I was saying in the interview, Bobby Politis is surprising me.
Yeah,
looking great. Oh, there's another save.
Hey, we were just talking about Mr. Jaleel whiffing, but you get an opportunity like that, and they're going to perform.
Gotta catch the ball. And Ryan Matthews too, very, very fast, very fast to the ball. And he was in a good spot at the right time.
All right, Mr. Jankowski, we'd also like to ask you, how do you feel, and what are your thoughts on the recent growth of the Sports Talk Club? We got a lot of new people going on the broadcast. We got a lot of new faces on our podcast too. And what are your thoughts on everything?
It's amazing, because I remember how it started, and it started with just a couple of us just sitting in my room talking. Ryan Matthews, just talking about sports, and now it's ballooned into this whole operation, which is amazing. It's great to have some new faces and some young blood, and these broadcasts are great. It looks great. It's a lot of work, but you guys are doing God's work. I'm really impressed. I'm very, very happy.
Anyone we're shouting out today, Mr. Jankowski?
Shout out to Steve. I think Steve is home watching the link right now. So hi to Katie and Steve. I'll be home in a little bit.
Mr. Schultz with the first goal of the game for the teachers. And do we have a little bit of light here with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left to play in this game? What a goal there, all the way from the 35. That had to have been a 15-yard kick or something like that. That was a very far kick here, as it is now 1-2, and the teachers might just have a little bit of light in them.
3 minutes left. Can they get something?
We'd like to thank Mr. Jankowski for coming on to our live stream. We always appreciate it. And shout out to the entire Mawa broadcast team. And we have the students here who are not happy about that, as it is now 1-2, and the faculty just might have a little bit of light left in this game, as we have Mr. McGabe who's going to take the ball to
more
Frank
competitive now in the last 3 minutes.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, and he is now in the game. Senor Acosta sitting on the 30-yard line right now. Obviously we like to talk a lot about Senor Acosta, and he is officially in the game, so look out for him.
Trying to get some better players in, definitely. Oh. Mr. Gregson throws it down the middle. Jack Carbone with the kick.
Carbone with a huge kick, almost out. And we have about 2 minutes left to play in the game, and we will be right back. Here's Nick Millet with the ball, and he's going to have a huge kick there.
Back to Mr. Gregson, but it's intercepted. Nobody home. And both of the students miss. Ryan Matthews takes it back out, though. Guarded by Saputsky. And
That's going to be out by Saputsky.
Thrown by Param Chandri.
Schultz with the
And
big
he
first goal of the game here.
Throws it in, headbutted by Matthews. Back to Stark. Oh, getting a little touchy. Saputsky takes it out. To Cody. He's got Mr. Jandoli. He's going to kick it.
And here's Schultz. Could he do something here? Senor Castro had an opportunity there, but not going to get anything to enter it. And here's Saputsky with 1 minute left. Could he do something here? It's out in front! No, it's nothing! As that's going to be denied by Nick Franco. And Matthews almost kicking Miss Bagelman in the face. And there is going to be a whistle blown. And that's going to be teacher's ball. As he's going to have a free kick here from Henao. Henao is going to find Cullity. Cullity to Calvez. And Nick Millet with a beautiful save with 27 seconds left to play in this game. Here comes the ball all the way down, and it looks like this might just be the end. Gregson trying to find something here. And here's Colucci. Colucci, could he have one more chance? Or Aronson, saved by Jaleel. What a save. As we have 10 seconds left in this game. Aronson wasting time here as can the teachers get something going as Mr. Hicks tries to do something here, and that's going to do nothing. The game ends 2-1. Faculty, students take the victory here, and wow, what a game from this team. And the students, absolutely amazing game there, and what an amazing event here from the students and the SGA, and also to the Mawa Sports Talk broadcast team.
It's been a great game. Thank you for the SGA
On
for
my behalf,
starting this game.
I'm Nick Bostico.